Jesus, why are you... I reckon it's going to be pretty icy all the way down. Like, look at that. Look at that view. How nice is that? Just hit snow on the actual road. I'm gonna kind of go through here cruisy. It's not completely covered, which is good. Whew. So it's currently hailing, and the... Whoop. Oh. What's going on, guys? It's MitchMotoMaths here. We're out on an adventure on my T7. I'm doing a bit of a solo trip today. Well, overnighter, just to give a little bit of a shakedown, just to see whether I'm carrying too much, which I think I am. Like, I looked at it, I'm like, I'm going for one night. I packed my bike too much, and just to work out, well, what was I carrying that was completely unnecessary? Because if this is what my setup's going to be for some bigger trips, I'm not going to be able to do some of the technical stuff just because the bike's going to be too heavy. So we're going to, and I'll flash up a map of it now. That's my planned route. Whether we accomplish that or not is another question. We're going to go from Mansfield through Alex via Main Tagoon Road, so past the house from the castle. But we're gonna take a short detour. It's not going to be on the planned route to the Paps, which is just, you can see it just up there. It's got a really nice view, which the weather makes it a bit of a shame. And because I've walked up it so many times, I think I've only driven up it once, and not on the bike, in the car. I'm relatively confident that I can manage that solo. So I'm going to be taking it really easy, purely because it's just me. I wanted to do this solo. I told Nathan I was going, and he kind of wanted to come. But when I told him I was doing an overnighter just to do a bit of a shakedown, even though the route is probably short enough that if I'd left first thing in the morning, I could manage it in a day, no worries. But the idea is for me to do a little bit of a shakedown, you know, how easy it is for me to get on and off the bike, and just manage the T7 with this extra weight. Yeah, so the plan is we'll go up Paps, then we'll head down to Alex via Main Tagoon Road, then we'll head through sort of the back way to Warburton, then to Nuji, Miram. That's probably where we'll stop overnight, and then we're going to take the long way through Rawson, Walhalla, I'm not sure if it's pronounced Walhalla or Valhalla, Woods Point, Jamison. Depending on time, I'll take the back way through Jamison, just so I can keep to the dirt roads where possible. So here we go. Here's the Paps. So this is the intersection we actually go to. There's actually now signs, but the north side's that phone tower, so we'll go up there first, and then we'll come back and go up the south side, and then get back on the road. Yeah, but it's a nice picturesque view here. Yeah, like you check this out, we're not even at the top, and like look at this view. Like look at that. That is... It is, tell you what though, if you don't have a bike then get up here, park at the bottom and walk up, it's worth it. Like, I can tell you one thing is that the GoPro is probably not doing it justice. Yeah, so the house that's the set of the castle is this one on the corner. Just there. And it's a classic Australian film, and I'm sure most people watching my videos have seen it. A little bit busier than probably some of the other dirt roads you're used to, just because there's a lot of people that live out on this road. Like, look at that view. How nice is that? Yeah, this is just so cruisy. Like this is why I bought an adventure bike. I don't really plan, like, yes, I plan on doing some relatively challenging trips, but it's more about just like these nice open trails, seeing Australia. That's the one thing, is I'm up for long service leave soon. And I'll have about 10 to 12 weeks by the time I want to take it. I'm going to take it in small doses first, to try and tackle the Simpson. I'm going to ask Nathan to come along with me, yeah, so tackle the Simpson, tackle Cape York, but between now and then I've got to do some things. I've got to really... I should have taken the ABS off. Might quickly do that. Yeah, so Simpson and Cape York, but I've got to have a bit of a practice on some stuff that's a little bit more challenging, obviously, than what I've done so far on the T7. Challenging stuff, really just going to practice when I'm not alone, for obvious reasons. If I'm doing stuff challenging, and at the moment, in conditions like this, if I drop the bike, I'd have no issue picking it up. But in the more challenging stuff, I feel like I'll drop it in spots where it's really awkward and it's really hard to get back on the bike, which could lend me to being in some serious amounts of trouble. I'm not going too remote on this trip, and I won't ever go too remote on solo trips for obvious reasons. Yeah. Now there is a lookout up here, and apparently there's a little track that comes off. Looks like that signal looks closed. Yeah. It's fire management vehicles only. But yeah, I've stopped at this lookout a couple of times. Not gonna get it, but it's Goshnick's outlook. It gives a nice view of sort of the Eildon side of Lake Eildon, which is over that way there, and a couple of nice little coves. But yeah. Alright, looks like we found some trails just outside of Alex. So we're on Crystal Creek Road, going up Crystal Break, maybe. This section looks a little bit short, but we'll see what we can. Yeah, so the map's taking me along that road, but it looks like I can go up here. Although, actually, no, that is not where I want to go. Good thing I double checked. We want to plot around a little bit. I might go check out what's at the end of this anyway. Already started coming this way, may as well. See what's around. So it looks like it just goes around this property and then up and around. I might just use actually that looks a bit outside of my comfort level up that hill, but this isn't too bad. Let's just take it cruisy. Whoop. Almost lost the front end as I shifted gears there. This is a little bit wetter than I would like to be riding in this, but just take it easy. Looks like that was that hill that I so wisely avoided. Yeah, had I known that this is the sort of terrain I would have been dealing with, I would have stuck to the main road, but I got through it unscathed. We started heading down water wheel track. I'm sort of back on the original GPX route. So I might, when I find shelter, stop and have something to eat, have a bit of a rest before continuing on. So we found a nice little spot for lunch, which is the Cascades picnic area. I'm just being a bit silly, just riding around it. I'll park my bike right next to the little rotunda and take a break for lunch. Got some boiled eggs and other snacky food. Nothing too exciting. But let's go have a look at that sign before I have lunch. So I picked a good time to take a break because we're seeing a little bit of hail. It's mostly just rain, but I think I might see if I can wait this out a little bit. Might have to rethink where I'm going to camp tonight. If this continues, I probably won't get as far as planned. Yeah, this could be fun. In the forecast it shouldn't last too long, but if it lasts much longer, might just try to get myself into Healesville and just find someone to stay there. I'm not too far from Healesville, but we'll see. Alright, so I've made a judgment call, and the judgment call is get to Healesville and then make a judgment call. Just because without reception it's very hard to make a plan. So yeah, we're gonna get out to Healesville. I'm gonna see if I can spot a way out onto an actual road. So I've thrown on all these extra layers and then the weather's turned good again, of course. But yeah, so pothole. We're gonna head through, follow the path as usual, deviate out to Wangi, and then get to Healesville, have a quick look at the maps, have a quick look at some public campgrounds, and see if I can find a camp out at one of those. Oh, hello Mr. Lyrebird, or Mrs. Lyrebird. have to admit the heated grips might be worth an investment earlier than sooner rather than later, I should say. That is why you keep down the pace in these sorts of areas. Because if I was going too quick and I had to grab a fistful of front brake, I probably would have ended up in that guy's front bonnet. And like maybe he's going a little bit quicker than he should, but you've really got to do everything you can to minimize unnecessary risks when you're doing solo adventures. Yeah, so I might have to make up a lot of ground tomorrow and just really just effectively head straight to Valhalla from wherever I end up tonight, and then straight through to Woods Point, straight through to Healesville, straight here. Good to see I'm not the only one nuts enough on with this sort of weather. Wonder where they're heading to camp. This is not where we're deviating. Yeah, so there's signs to Langi from here. That did say towards Narberthong, which I probably could have done as well, and gone to Warden instead of Healesville. In hindsight, probably the better move, but we committed to this, so let's go. So it's currently hailing, and the tablet has stopped working. The good thing is it's basically just a straight shot to Langi from here, so don't need navigation from it at the moment. So I'm wondering why it froze. Yep, now we're in Langi. way do I want to go? I want to go this way. Oh. There's ice on the road. Right. Thanks for those guys in the four-wheel drive. Got up pretty quick. Isn't that ironic? The first drop of the day was on bitumen. Might just go slow with my hazards on, just because I reckon it's going to be pretty icy all the way down. Yeah, I reckon I've done my wrist. Yeah, that's exactly what you can expect in Australia. If you have an off like that, first car that comes along will give you a hand. In reality, you probably didn't need their help, but it's always appreciated. I'm just glad that that happened coming out of that corner, rather than like coming out onto this road, rather than me getting, you know, they're like, oh, the conditions are fine, and that happened instead of at like 15 k's an hour, happening at like 40 or 50. Yep, the crash bars getting their money's worth. Yeah, like it's good to know, like I could lift it by myself, but I reckon it would have been a struggle to get it out of that spot, had it not been for those two guys. Just making sure I didn't lose any of my keys or anything. I need to get the toolkit out and This Barkbuster's had its got my money's worth out of it, is what I'll say. Alright, so I've made a plan. Whether it's a good plan or not, it is to be seen. We're going to head to a campground in sort of Tenere. Hope that that's suitable. And if it's not, there's a caravan park about another 40 minutes down the road from that that I'll head to. That's the plan. So yeah, we're just in Healesville at the moment. I don't know what the speed limit is here. Yeah, so that's our plan. Hopefully it works out. So it looks like we found our campsite for tonight. I just went back out to the road before to message my girlfriend that I made it safe, just because there's not good reception here. Now I'm just going to pick one of the spots here and settle in for the night, and we'll see you in the morning. Alrighty, it's the second morning. I went into Tenere South to fill up with petrol. Now we come back out here and check out the Nuji Historic Trestle Bridge. People go talk about it all the time, so I figured I'd actually give it a bit of a check out. I think, yeah, it's a walking path. I'm not going to go walk up it, but just thought I'd give it a quick check out. Pretty cool. I am going to put on some more layers before I move on, and forgot to fix this when I left in the morning, so I might do that back at the road. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we're just about to hit the gravel road section by the looks of it. So I'm going to turn ABS off. Yep, it's just the way we're going to go. Very nice and sort of not like epic views, just how can I stop a dirt biker? Yeah, we're just going to sort of take the main roads along here, which I'm pretty sure is just the GPX route, like my pre-planned route. So we should be pretty good. Yeah, it is quite chilly, and yeah, like I said, my wrist is pretty sore. So we're just going to take it nice and easy. So like flowy trails with a couple of difficult sections was my plan. which is pretty much what I got. I did want to spread it out over both days, but yeah, it looks like around here, if you really wanted to, you could very easily do some tracks. I think the section I'm doing now, this is really the only way to get to where I want to go. And yeah, that I'm feeling that 6 degrees. It's starting to feel warmer. It's not actually warmer, but it's actually cooled down. But the feeling in my arms is sort of normal. Hands is a little bit cold. Definitely heated grips are would not go unappreciated in this sort of environment, but I thought with spring coming up they could get away with waiting until next sort of cooler period to invest in a pair, but it might be worth just doing anyway. Have it installed, all ready to go for the next trip, because yeah, I just had to take a photo of the snow. And of course the bike in it, and that's probably my thumbnail. And we just hit snow on the actual road. I'm gonna kind of go through here cruisy. It's not completely covered, which is good, but it's on the road. Just keep cautious, because like I said, ground could be icy underneath. I didn't even think to look before, but I looked as soon as I stopped recording. Look at the temperature, 1 degree. Yeah, that would 100% explain the snow on the road and the very icy feeling underneath the bike, and almost lost it then. Right, just sitting first. We're still trucking along to Rawson, but this is just beautiful, beautiful countryside, and the snow's made it look so much more beautiful. Just thought I'd share it with you. I'm assuming that sign is how far we are out till the sort of main road. I could be wrong. Alrighty, we've just been in Moe and filled up, and now we're heading back out to Walhalla, then Woods Point, Jamison, then home. It's a nice flowy road. It's a shame that it's got so many blind corners, just blind sections. Alright, just took a break, took off a layer, had a drink, had some food, let a couple of 4-wheel drives past, although there's a good chance I'll probably actually catch them, because they were going quite slow when they came around the bend, but stopped then, so that's probably why. Not actually a campground, it's some sort of station. Another T7. Jesus, why are you on the right hand side of the road in a blind corner? There we go. We're in the Mansfield Shire now. There's the pub. Couple of ATs. Yeah, this ride has been epic. I've been so happy with this bike. Like, it is unbelievable how happy I am with this bike. I'm looking forward to many an adventure on this. Yeah, but on another note, I'm going to Vietnam in the summer, and we're going for 3 weeks, and I've been given permission, or been encouraged is probably the better word, to rent a motorcycle for 4 or 5 days. So if you have any advice about renting a motorcycle in Vietnam, please give it to me. Chuck it in the comments. And if you have any suggestions on where to ride, where to go. No, that's not the one I've been to before. Yeah, like, what are some good tracks? What sort of bike should I rent? Like, I was looking, they have CRF 300Ls, I believe, or the Versus, the Kawasaki 300 adventure style bike. Obviously I'd rather an adventure bike, because as far as I'm aware, there's not, yes there is bitumen roads, but it's not like Australia where most of our roads are bitumen. From what I understand, it's the cities are bitumen, and the majority of the other outer areas are dirt, but I could be wrong. This is just from what I understand and footage I've seen of people in country, and like, yeah, but yeah, what are some, you know, do's and don'ts of renting a motorcycle in, well, firstly just renting a motorcycle internationally, and specifically Vietnam. Yeah, so if you've got any suggestions, pop it through there. Yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. All of that typical YouTube stuff. But for those of you that don't regularly watch my channel, or this is one of the first videos of mine that you've tuned into, my channel is monetized, so if you want to really guarantee the support for the channel, you can get channel membership. I'm still coming up with what the benefits are going to be. Because no one signed up, I haven't really been rushed to do it, but it'll be pre-release videos, exclusive videos, the first things, and then special access to a Discord that I'm in the middle of setting up, which includes invites to rides. Yes, everyone will be invited eventually, but effectively I'll give members more notice, so that way they can organise things like work, babysitting, whatever it is they need to organise to be able to come on a ride, accommodation, whatever it is. That's some of the benefits, and I haven't really thought about much else as just yet. So get channel membership if you want to. Don't feel pressured to. It is, I tried to keep it cheap because I didn't want people to feel like they're subscribing, but it's a coffee a month if you want to support my channel.